Namaste. Hi there, it's me, Stacey Lei and Miss Foxy Brown. Welcome to yoga, and thank you so much for joining me today. Now, if you've taken wall yoga with me before, you know how much I love it and you know how good it feels. If this is your very first time in wall yoga, you are in for a treat. It feels so good. So, for today's class, you'll need a yoga mat set up just like this, perpendicular to the wall and very close to the baseboard. So move that mat all the way up to the baseboard. Otherwise, you could practice on a carpet. You'll need a yoga block, and if you don't have a block, a thick book or a sturdy sofa cushion will also do. Just put that in the center towards the front of your space. And then finally, the star of the show today, other than you, of course, the star of the show is a wall, and you'll need about this much space. Now, if you have a picture hanging, please just take that down and be very mindful not to get yourself caught on the hook or the nail, all right? If you're ready to get started, please come meet me on your mat. Separate your feet as wide as your hips and bring your feet to the number 11, so parallel. And then reach back behind you and lean onto the wall. So your tailbone should be on the wall. And then begin to move your spine onto the wall and engage your abdominals a little bit to remove some of the space between your lower back and the wall itself. Just engage a bit through your core muscles, all those muscles that wrap around your torso. And then widen through your rib cage and widen through your shoulders. Tuck your chin down a bit to lengthen through the back of your neck. So we want a nice long neutral spine. We still have some curves, but you're engaged and finding a little bit more length. Now please place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of that and close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Allow your body to relax. Stay with your deep breaths. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And notice all the places that you're being supported by the earth right now, underneath your feet and back behind you, all along your spine, supporting your shoulders and your head. Surrender yourself into this space. Surrender into the wall. Give yourself another long exhale and be very present in this moment. And listen to the mantra that we'll be using today. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. And when it feels right, please blink your eyes open. Bring your hands together in prayer or Namaskar Mudra. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Inhale and stretch your arms up overhead. Now open your fingers wide and press your thumbs back. Now you might be noticing that my hands have left your screen, but lucky you, you've got two of us. You've got two Stacys today. You can refer to the reflection in the mirror, okay, if you're unable to see me. And slide your hands back down. So your fingers are wide. Reach your arms up overhead and press into your thumbs. Press your thumbs into the wall. Feel the backs of your shoulders engage. Slide your hands back down. This particular exercise is so good to help strengthen your muscles, to enhance your posture. Arms come overhead, press your thumbs back. And then slide your hands back down. Stretch your arms up overhead. This time, separate your hands. Draw your elbows towards the wall. Maybe your elbows touch, maybe they don't. No judgment. At least you have a goal to work towards, right? Elbows down, elbows up. Slide your palms together. Slide your hands to your heart. Do that again. Reach up overhead. Elbows wide. Maybe this time your elbows will touch. Slide down. slide up. Each time is a new opportunity. Last time, please. Stretch up, open, slide down, slide up, hands together, hands to your heart. Now draw your elbows towards the wall. I'd like you to point your tailbone down towards the ground. So a little bit of a curl as your tailbone comes down. And now press your elbows into the wall and puff your heart forward. So your upper back leaves the wall. You could tilt your chin up just a little bit. Feel your shoulder blades squeezing back. Such a strong, powerful exercise to open up your heart space. And then soften. Let's do that one more time. Draw your tailbone down. Keep a slight bend in your knees as you do this, okay? So tailbone comes down, press your elbows into the wall, puff your heart up, tilt your chin just a little bit. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze back. And then soften from this posture. That was a little prep for our next exercise. Place your hands onto the wall and press yourself away from the wall. Now we'll do a very basic sun salutation a couple times without the wall, and then we'll move on to the wall and you'll feel such a difference. So draw your feet together, please. Reach your arms up overhead, fingers wide, thumbs back. Draw your tailbone down, open up your chest, lifted back bend. Reach your arms up overhead. Bend your knees and sweep your arms down to your thighs. Straighten your legs the best you can. Bend your legs and then stand tall. Let's practice this series a few times. Reach up overhead. Draw your tailbone down and lift your chest. Lifted back bend. Reach up. Sweep down, bend your knees. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees again, chair pose, and then stand tall. Mountain pose, lifted back bend. Mountain pose, chair pose, sweep down. Straighten your legs, bend your legs, stand tall. With our mantra, I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. Again, I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. One more time. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. Stand tall. Now, lean back onto the wall. Your feet are slightly in front of you. Sweep your arms up. You should hear them sweeping along the wall. I'm not sure if you could hear mine, but see if you can, and press your thumbs into the wall. And now open your elbows wide. Puff your heart away as you draw your tailbone down. Reach your arms up overhead. Bend your knees, hands to thighs. Now, let your butt slide up the wall and down the wall. Let's stay here for a few moments. Up and down, up and down. Now, if you can't hear that sweeping sound from me, I'm sure you can hear your own sweeping sound. Sliding up, sliding down. And each time, see if you can make your legs a little bit straighter than the last time. Squeezing your thighs, your quadricep muscles off your knees, bending down. You're leaning back and lengthening your spine. Let's do this one more time and hold. Hold your halfway lift. The straightest legs you can find right now and lengthen through your spine. The crown of your head reaches forward. Your tailbone reaches back. Your abdominals are engaged. Maybe you'll want to reach back and press your fingers into the wall. See how that feels. Now place your hands on your thighs again. Bend your knees and hinge back up. So you see the wall gives you a lot of support and it gives you a lot of feedback. Sweep your arms up. Open up your chest, tailbone down, heart up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep your hands down, chair pose. Straighten your legs. Bend your legs. Hinge back up. Take a deep breath in. And a long exhale. Okay. So, let's do some chest opening and some shoulder mobility work, okay? We're going to begin with your left arm. So facing me to begin, I'd like you to lift your left arm up. Okay, give me a little wave, just so that we're all sure we know what our left arm is. Okay, I'd like you to keep a 90-degree angle under your arm and then a 90-degree angle at your elbow. Got it? Now you keep your left arm up. I'm going to switch. So now we both have our left arm up. Turn towards the wall with your left arm up and place your left arm onto the wall. Okay, so we still have that 90-degree angle. Now you'll take small steps towards your right. So you're walking away from your arm. Now look down at your feet. Your ankle bones should touch one another. And pardon me for turning my back to you, but I'm talking to you through the mirror. Hi. Okay, so your ankle bones are touching and you have about approximately 6 inches between your ankle and the baseboard, your wall. Now keep your left hand right on the wall for now and slowly lower your hip onto the wall. Now if this stretch feels too intense for you, you could push your hip up and walk a little bit closer to the wall, okay? Take care of you. Now you could keep your hand in front of you just like this, or you could wrap your arm around you with your palm exposed and draw your shoulders back and gaze over your shoulder. And take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Now unfold your right hand, place it on the wall if it's not there already. Reach your left arm all the way up overhead and press your hip away from the wall. Now walk underneath your arm like you're walking under a big umbrella. And you're going to keep your fingers wide, fingertips on the wall. And then bring your inside arm, fold it, and place your hand on your hip. Keep your ankles together and then press your hips into the middle of the room. You'll feel a deep side body stretch. Oh, it feels so good. Now, in your own time, turn your head and look up towards the ceiling. Now, this is sometimes challenging to do when we don't have a wall because balance becomes a little bit of an issue. But right now, with your hand on the wall, I hope you feel secure and safe. Surrender yourself to this deep stretch. And turn your head back so that your head is normal once again. Bring your inside hand to the wall. Sweep your top arm all the way up and relax down. Now just lean onto the wall for a second. Nice wide legs. And just observe. Notice how open you feel on your left side. Now let's practice the other side, your right arm. Okay, so you're going to lift your right arm up 90 degrees, elbow and under your arm. Okay, keep your right arm up. I'm going to switch hands. I did a little switcheroo on you. Okay, but now we're on the same side. So 90 degrees. And now take small steps to the left side of the room. Let's see, I'm going to move forward so you can see my arm. Okay, look down at your feet and draw your ankle bones together and make sure you've got about approximately 6 inches between your ankle bones and the wall. Okay? And then you can place your outside arm on the wall to control your weight as you begin to lean onto the wall. And you can keep your hand here for support if that feels good, or you can wrap your arm around you with your palm exposed, and then draw your outside shoulder back and lengthen your neck and turn your head towards the center of your room and take a deep breath in. And a long exhale, open up your chest and your shoulders, say, surrender yourself to this present moment. Now begin to soften from this posture. You could place your hand in front of you and push your body away from the wall. Reach your inside arm up. And now take small steps underneath your arm, like a big umbrella overhead. Your inside hand will come onto your hip. You want to create enough space so that you could fold your arm. Your ankle bones are together, and now you're pressing your hip in towards the middle of your room. You could turn your head and look up beyond your arm and say, and slowly begin to reverse out of this stretch. You could turn your head forward. Place your inside hand onto the wall. Sweep your top arm all the way down. And now turn to face the wall, your hands wider than your shoulders. And take a big step back, a great big step, and separate your legs wide. Soften your knees just a little bit. And begin to sink your chest down towards the floor. You'll feel a tremendous stretch in your chest and in your shoulders. So only go as far as it feels good to you. So sinking your chest down, keep your eyes up just a bit, please. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Now hinge your body up and walk towards the wall. Turn your body around and lean against the wall. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Good work with your upper body. Now let's come back and focus on your lower body. Okay, we're going to do a little strength work here. You might be familiar with chair pose from yoga. Now we're going to use the wall for our chair pose today. So separate your feet hip distance apart. Lean your butt onto the wall. And then begin to slide your spine down the wall. Now, if your knees feel tender, just walk your feet forward a little bit more. Press your body weight into the wall. Surrender into the wall, the safety that you've got behind you. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. See if you can come to 90 degrees at your knees, 90 degrees at your hips. Now you can stay right here, or I'll give you a little challenge. Keep your feet apart, but draw your knees together. Pretty strong exercise. Take your knees apart again. Reach your arms forward and draw your shoulders back onto the wall. Flip your palms wide open. Press your thumbs towards the wall. Reach your arms forward again. Press your hands down to the wall, hinge forward, and press your body up. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. All right, let's move on to a vinyasa flow. I think you're really going to like this. Now, I'd like you to take your block and bring it nearby so you can access it easily. Okay, turn your body towards the left side and bring your left foot right onto the baseboard, the base of your wall. So the pinky edge, the little pinky toe, should be pressed against the wall. okay? Then bring your inside hand to the wall and take a great big step, a nice wide step. Make sure it's not too wide so that you feel unstable, nice and wide, and then lift up your front toes and pivot your toes towards the center of your room. Let's come down to a nice low warrior lunge. And a warrior lunge means 2 feet point in 2 different directions, right? One forward and one side. Now keep your back hand on the wall and reach your front arm forward with your thumb up. Now use the hand in the back to help you adjust and twist ever so slightly so that your shoulders stack directly over your hips. This might be a tremendous learning opportunity for your body. If this feels as though you're very twisted, more than usual, then you know you'll need to twist a little bit more when we practice our postures just on the mat all by itself. Now reach your front arm up and thumb towards the wall, our peaceful warrior. And now that you've got this support behind you, you might be able to stretch a little bit deeper than you typically do. Okay, return to the warrior 2, please. And now place your front hand onto your front thigh. Sweep over to extended side angle. Now reach through your fingers and simultaneously press through your foot so you're reaching in opposing directions. Flip your palm up. Let's make 2 big circles, back strokes. This is 1. And now number 2, come on down. And then you'll take your hand and reach for your block. And you can place your block right in front of your ankle. So the lower you go, the more challenging the exercise will be, right? So I'm going to show you with the block set up to its highest point right now. And you'll bring your bottom hand onto the block and then straighten your front leg. And now slide your top arm up and see if you can stack your top hand right over your bottom hand. So 2 straight legs, nice straight arms. Maybe your block is lower, or maybe your hand is resting on your shin. Please bend your front leg. Fold your top arm down. You can pick up your block, bend both knees, and move the block in between your legs. Straighten both legs, bend both legs. Straighten both legs, bend both legs. Straighten and hold. Bring your left hand down to the block or onto the floor and slide your right hand up to your rib cage and then twist, twist, twist towards the ceiling. You're welcome to stay here, or if it feels good, you could fold your arm back behind you with your palm exposed. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. Unwrap your arm. Unfold your body. Now bring your hands to your thighs. Lengthen through your spine. Bring your inside hand to the wall. And now hinge your body up. This is one of my favorite moves, this next one. So you'll keep your hand on your on the wall and bring your outside hand to your hip. Press off the wall and lift your inside foot. This is called our dismount. So you're dismounting. Step your foot in and then both feet together. And then stand tall. Mountain pose. lifted back bend, mountain pose, chair pose, straighten, bend, stand tall. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. One more time. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. A deep breath in, a long exhale. All right, let's practice this series on the other side. Now, forgive me for turning my back to you, but once again, I'll be talking to you right here. I've got you. I've got you in the mirror. So let's move our block over to the other side. And then bring your left shoulder and your right shoulder and your right foot towards the wall. So take a look down and be sure that the pinky edge of your foot is right against your baseboard. Bring your hand onto the wall for a little bit of support, and then take a big giant step out to the side, wide enough so that it feels really good, but not too wide that you lose control. That's important. Okay. All right, now your outside foot will pivot to the center of the room. Bend your knee a few times, and let's come down to this nice wide warrior lunge. 1 foot forward, 1 foot side. And then reach your arm out towards the center of the room. Find your warrior 2. Use the back hand to adjust your shoulders so that they're stacked over your hips. And allow your body to use this as a learning moment. And now stretch up, the peaceful warrior. So look beyond your fingertips towards the ceiling, stretch up. A deep breath in and a long exhale. And then return to your warrior 2. Now place your front hand onto your front thigh. We'll stretch all the way across, extended side angle. Press your thumb back behind you. Reach from your fingers all the way down to your feet. Your foot. There's just one. Now flip your palm up, sweep your arm back once and twice. You'll bend down, place your block in front of your ankle, and then place your front hand either onto the block or onto your shin. And then as you feel comfortable, begin to straighten your front leg. And if straightening your front leg is not possible for you today, then just keep a slight bend in your knee. Take care of you, okay? And now begin to unfold your arm, Trikonasana. You can look beyond your fingertips. Perhaps you folded your arm before. If that feels good, you can do it here. Nice long exhales. Extend your arm up. Fold back down. Bend your front knee, please. And then pivot your foot. Turn all 10 toes in the same direction. And then keep your right hand down as you slide your left arm up and twist. And maybe this is another time for you to wrap your arm and twist towards the ceiling. We've done a lot of good lengthening, a lot of really good twisting today. Opened up your shoulders, strengthened your legs. You should be so proud of yourself. And untwist and unfold and place your hands back down on the block or the floor, and then place your hands onto your thighs, please, and hinge your body back up. Get ready for your dismount. Your inside hand comes to the wall, your outside hand to your hip. Press your inside foot off the wall and step down and step down. Now you could stay right there, but I'm going to face you for our final sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. Let's do it again. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. One more time. I surrender myself to the present moment. I know that I am safe. Please come back against the wall. Be comfortable. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of that. Say to yourself, self, I'm so proud of you for showing up today. You moved your body, you breathed deeply. You readjusted your thoughts and emotions. You're a slightly different person than you were just 30 minutes ago, and you are moving in the right direction. I had a great time guiding you today. I hope you had a good experience with me, especially if this was your very first wall yoga class. I've got lots of great exercises to practice on the wall, so come back for another series, okay? If you had a good time, let's do more of this stuff together. Until next time.